I have a confession to make. Yep, I'm a twin. I have a twin brother. I've had one my whole life. So maybe that's why James Sweeney's indie comedy kind of hits harder than it probably should. Twinless was a quiet smash at Sundance this year, where it won the Dramatic Audience Award. And now it's here to be pondered and dissected over, because this is really a movie that you should watch with your twin, or your sibling, or your significant other, or your best friend. Because whether or not James Sweeney has a twin, and I have no idea if he does, it's almost like he's reached into my brain and pulled out all the philosophical quandaries that me and my twin face on a daily basis. And that makes Twinless one of the more prickly comedies of 2025. This is a movie that the less you know about it, the better it is. But I'll just say it stars Dylan O'Brien as Roman, a twin who at the beginning has lost his other half. At a twin support group, he meets Dennis, played by James Sweeney, the director and writer of this movie. He has also lost a twin, and together the two bond, forming an unlikely friendship. Pretty soon they're spending all their time together, hanging out, giving each other dating advice. Roman is straight, Dennis is gay, and helping each other fill the twin-sized hole that they're both experiencing. But all is not what it seems, and Dennis has deeper secrets that might jeopardize the entire friendship. In some ways, it's a quintessential Sundance audience pleaser. It's funny, it's light, it asks thorny questions, it has some cringe moments that you might not be able to handle, but ultimately it's a feel-good and somewhat cozy movie. But that doesn't mean it isn't taking its topic seriously, and isn't a trenchant exploration of grief and friendship. The movie this year this most reminds me of is, in the title, Friendship, the cringe comedy we got earlier this year with Paul Rudd and Tim Robinson. This is more on the dramatic and less absurdist end, but it's definitely exploring similar areas. The loneliness of the modern man, whether they're gay or straight, the loneliness of a person after losing a loved one, the alienation of just existing and trying to get close to someone. It also reminds me of another quirky indie comedy from last year, Problemista from comedian Julio Torres. Now that took a more idiosyncratic absurdist bent with its comedy, but it explored similar ideas from a queer filmmaker, and was a pleasant and very funny surprise. Twinless toes the line between outright comedy and drama, and there are very heavy moments of both. There are scenes in here that are designed to make you cringe and yell at the screen, no, don't do it, because ultimately these are flawed characters. Dylan O'Brien's Roman is a bit of a dim bulb, but he means well. And Dennis is a ball of neuroses that is really just seeking connection wherever he can find it. Yet when it comes time to delve into more serious topics, it brings the drama. There's a scene with Dylan O'Brien's Roman where he's talking to Dennis as if he's his twin brother. It's a scene of confession and honesty and vulnerability, and O'Brien's breakdown is kind of a revelation. I know he's been sort of a teen heartthrob. He was in those Maze Runner movies, and he hasn't quite had a movie star career, but this guy has chops. And I haven't really seen anything else he's done, but based on his dual roles here, because he does play his brother in flashback, he should really be a bigger name. O'Brien gets to play opposite ends of these twins. The well-meaning, little dumb, but highly masculine and straight Roman, but also the effete and flamboyant and very out and proud Rocky. And O'Brien is completely different in both modes. And as a foil to both of them, James Sweeney's Dennis seems like a quiet innocent on the surface, but he has deeper and darker pain underneath. At times, it's a tough balancing act of genres and tones, but Sweeney always has a handle on it because he comes through it via characters first. And though there are times when you laugh and times where you tear up, ultimately, this is a movie of an unlikely friendship and about moving on and about accepting the flaws in other people because you've accepted the flaws in yourself. This gets at the strangeness and closeness of having a lifelong best friend you didn't ask for, but couldn't live without. Twinless is one of the better surprises of the year, anchored by an exceptional performance by Dylan O'Brien. It's darkly humorous, a little sad, cringy in the best ways, and highly recommended. I give it an exceptional 4 out of 5 stars. If you like this review, please like and subscribe or follow me on Letterboxd at RamirezS316. And yes, in terms of twin questions, I've heard them all. Yes, I know you've always wanted a twin. Yes, we are kind of psychic. Yes, we kind of like the same things. Yes, we do finish each other's sandwiches.